and I'm here to the Sports Talk TV right here, and I'm here to review Gordon Hayward signs with the Boston Celtics, 4 years, 128 million for Boston. For real quick, I know I've been lately posting on the free agency, and there has been some big moves on Paul Millsap with the Nuggets and Blake Griffin staying. I've just been busy, and it's been a tiring schedule. So if you're wondering why I've been posting, it's because I was just way too busy, and it is a tiring schedule. And I wanted to wish a happy 4th of July to everyone. So now back to this free agency signing. I don't know why a lot of people are making a big deal about this, say that Boston could have a chance to beat Cleveland. I don't think so. I mean, to be honest, I really like this signing. I mean, that everybody thought that he's going to go to Boston. There are lots of people that thought that he's going to go to Miami, and a lot of people thought he's going to stay. I thought he was going to stay. I thought that the Jazz could build around him. And turns out that the Jazz didn't sign anybody for free agency, and George Hill left. So I thought it was most likely going to go to Miami. Turns out not. He's going to go to Boston. Now, I do see a lot of people saying that they don't like this signing. It's a bad signing. I kind of agree. Because if you really think about it, Boston is not a good rebounding team. They don't have any rebounders on their team. They don't have a solid big man. Al Horford is an outside player. He's an outside player. He doesn't have a post game. He doesn't protect the rim that much. I mean, sometimes he does, but sometimes he doesn't. And he does get a lot of rebounds. There's no evidence to say he gets a lot of rebounds, because in the playoffs against the Chicago Bulls, they were just killing him in the boards. Robin Lopez was killing them in the boards. Nikola Mirotic was killing him in the boards, and even Jimmy Butler was killing him in the boards. And the series against Washington, I think it wasn't really they didn't kill in the boards because they didn't have enough bigs. But anyways, I like the signing. I thought that, to be honest, I knew you couldn't sign Blake Griffin, because if you're gonna sign more, you're gonna sign Blake Griffin, you gotta sign more than 174 million, and you didn't want to do that because you wanted to sign Gordon Hayward as well. I don't know what the Boston Celtics are doing here. I think that the Boston Celtics has been the losers of free agency. They didn't even try to get Jimmy Butler. They almost did, but they second thought it. They weren't even trying to get Paul George. They were trying to get Blake Griffin, but Blake Griffin just wanted the max contract. And there was just a lot of rumors saying that they're going to trade for Porzingis or trade for Anthony Davis. And now I'm hearing that they might trade for Marc Gasol. So it looked like that's not going to happen. And then when you look at this now, and then you look at this roster of Boston, and it's not a very good roster, but I'd say that because the Boston Celtics won 53 wins last season. They were the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. You can make an argument saying that this is a 60-win team, or you can make an argument that they might go down lower, just because they're such a small team. I could see them being a 60-win team. I do, because for Cleveland, I don't think Cleveland's not going to be the number one seed. I think Cleveland's not getting better. Toronto looks to make that push. Washington's looking to make that push as they're improving their bench. You can see a 60-win team with MVP candidate Isaiah Thomas, a really solid player, defender, and Avery Bradley. They have Gordon Hayward. I'm not sure if you're going to have Jake, or I'm not sure if you have Avery Bradley. And then, of course, Al Horford. And then in the bench, you have Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and maybe Kelly Olynyk. Maybe, if he leaves. And some international people. So, this roster, of course, the starting five is great, but the bench isn't. So, I think that they should try to get role players, because remember, Rudy Gay hasn't been signed. You could try getting JaVale McGee. I hear he might trade for Marc Gasol. This time it might happen, but I'm not gonna live through it because I lived through the Jimmy Butler one, the Paul George one, and of course it didn't happen. So overall, I really like this signing. Will they compete with the Cavs? Now, it's most likely that Boston may go to the Eastern Conference Finals again, and they may have to verse Cleveland. Now, of course, no one does actually. Some people don't want to see a Cleveland versus Golden State four-peat. I hear Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. They're trying not to, like they're trying to gather up and tell them to stop this. For now, it may look like that way, but I don't know. I don't think that there's not going to be a Cleveland versus Golden State four-peat. Now, I don't know which team in the East could be Cleveland right now, and I don't know which team in the West could be Golden State right now. But it would surprise me if Boston beat them. Because if there was a Boston versus Cleveland Eastern Conference Finals, I think Cleveland might win it in 7. I think. Because, of course, Cleveland has LeBron and Kyrie in them. I just think that, and of course, free agency isn't over. Boston could still trade for Marc Gasol, or they could get a good role player, a good big. But I don't really see it. I don't know what Boston's doing. So, but I could see them in the Eastern Conference Finals because the East is weak, and I can see them going to 7 games with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't really see them beating them. I don't think that their team's not good enough. I don't think that they don't have a big to compete with Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson. And Cleveland might have a better bench than Boston as they re-sign Korver. Normally, like, I think that they could compete with the Cavs. Like, say if Kyrie and Kevin Love get injured again, it has happened, and don't say what happened because if Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love get injured and the Cavs season is basically done, I would pick Boston to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, I know that, like I said, Toronto and Washington is looking, even Charlotte, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. There's a lot of team in the East are coming up and try to compete with Cleveland and Boston and Toronto in them. But more on this signing, I really like it. I think that Boston really could have done better. And right now, I don't think that Boston could beat Cleveland in a 7-game series. I don't see it. I can see them going to 7 games, but I don't really see them beating Cleveland. But then again, a Cleveland versus Golden State four-peat, it just doesn't sound right. And plus, Cleveland hasn't done anything in the offseason. They haven't. I mean, they always signed Jose Calderon 1 year. Not a big one. And they re-signed Kyle Korver for 3 years. Doesn't even getting paid that much. 3 years. Not a big one. Kyle Korver's getting old and he started to come off the bench, what he usually doesn't. So, you could really see this Cleveland team tank and not try to go for the number 1 seed as they did last season. And I could really see that, but I don't know if Boston's a team that could come out of the East. I really don't, because not only this team's not good for Cleveland, this team might not be good for Toronto or maybe Washington. So, I don't know. I just don't think that this is a good signing. And I don't think that Boston, free agency's not done yet. They could go for Rudy Gay, JaVale McGee. Zach Randolph signed, right? Yeah, I think Zach Randolph signed. And you can always sign the players that are pretty much going to be, like, you can sign Bogut, let's do it, or you could trade for Marc Gasol. So, all in all, comment down what you think about this signing. Please like, subscribe. And I told you that I have a busy schedule, a tiring schedule, but I may have to upload videos. The NFL season's coming up, so I may need to post on that. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and comment down what you think. And until then, this is Sports Talk TV, and I'm out. Peace.